Picture this. You wake up one morning, grab your coffee, check your phone, and global markets are completely collapsing. Banks are failing left and right. Investors are desperately dumping everything they can get their hands on. Credit has totally frozen up. Companies literally can't borrow a dime. And governments are frantically scrambling to put together emergency rescue plans. On TV, financial analysts are calling it a sudden, unpredictable shock. But what if it wasn't? What if, somewhere deep inside a central bank, an artificial intelligence system had actually been quietly watching this exact danger building for months? It saw companies borrowing way faster than their profits were growing. It saw property prices completely outpacing what normal households could afford. Essentially, it saw a massive web of overlapping vulnerabilities that no human analyst could ever piece together. Well, that's exactly what we're digging into today. Let's dive right into this explainer and explore the fascinating and honestly kind of terrifying race to build an algorithm that can see the next financial crisis coming.
So, we really have to ask the ultimate question here. Can an algorithm actually see the next financial crisis coming? Or, and this is the part that keeps risk managers awake at night, will giving machines this kind of predictive power actually trigger the exact panics they're meant to prevent? You see, this is the absolute frontier of modern finance. Artificial intelligence could become the world's most powerful financial early warning system. We're talking about a tool that identifies hidden credit bubbles and contagious market fear long before human analysts even realize what's happening. But as we'll see today, leaning too heavily on this tech could also create entirely new, totally unprecedented forms of instability.
All right, let's start with Section 1, the invisible threat, how crashes build in the shadows. We usually think of financial crashes like sudden explosions, right? A major bank fails or a currency completely collapses overnight. But the truth is, the conditions behind a crisis usually develop super quietly over several years. It's all about these invisible vulnerabilities, things like aggressive credit expansion, massive debt accumulation, and asset prices that just totally detach from economic reality. A really prime example of this is something called the liquidity illusion. Now, liquidity just describes how easily an asset can be bought or sold without causing a massive price drop. During normal times, a market looks perfectly healthy. Traders are active, transactions are lightning fast, it seems highly liquid. But the moment stress arrives, those buyers absolutely vanish. It's like being in a crowded theater where the exit doors suddenly disappear the second someone yells fire. This illusion completely hides the market's underlying fragility until everyone is forced to sell at the exact same time. So, how on earth do we spot these illusions before they shatter? Well, let's contrast our tools. Traditional economic forecasting models rely on a relatively small number of variables. They look at things like interest rates or broad credit growth and rely on known, historically established economic relationships. The problem? They're often slow and very backward-looking. AI models, on the other hand, act like an absolute analytical superpower. We're talking about jumping from a few dozen variables to processing millions of data points in near real time. It's finding hidden, nonlinear connections that humans just can't see. For instance, a moderate increase in corporate debt might look totally harmless on a traditional model. But an AI can see that when you combine that debt with rising interest rates and falling bank liquidity, it creates a highly dangerous, overlapping condition that's ready to snap.
Moving right along to Section 2, the algorithmic oracle, seeing the invisible network.
To pull off this kind of forecasting, AI has to completely stop looking at isolated markets. Instead, it treats the entire global financial system like a deeply interconnected, almost biological network. And to map out these invisible pathways, it ingests some truly wild, non-traditional datasets at a massive scale. We aren't just looking at boring quarterly balance sheets anymore. We're talking about scanning live satellite images of cargo ships waiting near ports, or analyzing unfinished construction sites from space to gauge supply chain health way before the official statistics are even published. It monitors real-time payment systems, tracks the sentiment of thousands of news articles, and even analyzes the subtle, anxious language changes in speeches given by central bankers. It's even out there measuring FOMO and panic indicators across social media. It is constantly hunting for those weak, hidden signals to detect systemic stress before the cracks even show.
Now, the absolutely crucial point you have to remember is this. AI doesn't deal in crystal ball certainties. It outputs odds. A credible AI system isn't going to tell you, actually scratch that, no system can tell you that a market crash is going to begin at exactly 10:32 tomorrow morning. Instead, it might provide a 15% probability of severe market stress occurring during the next 3 months. The model simply identifies the complex, overlapping conditions under which crashes have historically become much more likely. And honestly, this matters immensely in the real world. A trader or a massive financial institution doesn't need to know the future with absolute certainty. They just need to know when that 15% probability means it's time to quietly start building defensive buffers and reducing their exposure before the rest of the market catches on.
But here's the catch, and it's a big one. There is a massive discrepancy between actual historical crises and the false alarms generated by AI. Why is that? Well, because true financial crises are exceptionally rare. A whole country might only see a couple of major crashes in an entire century. And because machine learning absolutely craves vast amounts of data to learn properly, it struggles with a problem called overfitting. Basically, this means the AI finds random, meaningless noise, like a highly specific weather pattern that coincidentally happened right before two past crashes, and falsely flags it as a massive danger signal. The result? A frustrating flood of false alarms. It's essentially like having a guard dog that barks at literally every single shadow.
Which brings us nicely to Section 3, the prediction paradox, when forecasting actually changes reality.
Think about weather forecasting for a second. If a supercomputer predicts a Category 5 hurricane is going to hit the coast, that prediction doesn't actually change the path of the storm, right? The storm doesn't care that it's being watched. But predicting a financial market crash, that is an entirely different beast. In finance, we deal with something called reflexivity. This is the concept that beliefs and predictions actively change the underlying reality itself. Imagine a highly trusted AI concludes a specific major bank is deeply vulnerable. Major funds see this alert, they immediately start dumping the bank's shares, and everyday depositors rush to withdraw their money. Lenders refuse to refinance the bank's debt, and within days, the bank fails. So, did the AI predict the failure, or did it actually cause it? The more trusted the AI becomes, the more its probabilities transform into literal self-fulfilling prophecies.
Let's take that nightmare scenario one step further in Section 4, when AI causes the crash, hurting at machine speed.
This right here is the existential threat for global regulators. What happens when hundreds of major institutions all go out and buy the exact same risk management algorithm? What happens when everyone is looking at the same data through the exact same digital lens at the exact same time? Let's walk through an AI-driven flash crash. Step 1. The shared AI model detects a systemic vulnerability. Step 2. Hundreds of different funds receive the exact same automated sell signal simultaneously. Step 3. Because literally everyone is selling and absolutely no one is buying, that liquidity illusion we talked about earlier, it shatters and market liquidity vanishes instantly. Step 4. Machine speed market panic ensues. The trading algorithms see the rapidly dropping prices, they interpret that as further danger, and they sell even harder. All of this happens in fractions of a second, long before human regulators can even spill their morning coffee, let alone intervene.
And that reveals a totally hidden, yet absolutely terrifying danger: third-party concentration risk. Look at how the vast majority of the market relies incredibly heavily on just a few shared AI models and major cloud providers. It completely dwarfs all the independent, unique trading strategies out there. The global financial system could potentially collapse, not from bad mortgages or some crazy risky derivatives, but simply because everyone is utterly dependent on the exact same technological supply chain. A single failure, a tiny coding error, or a coordinated algorithmic herd originating from one dominant tech provider could instantly infect the entire global market.
So, what should you actually take away from all this? The absolutely key lesson here is that AI is a tool for resilience, not a magic 8-ball for certainty. We cannot, and frankly should not, rely on artificial intelligence to eliminate the fundamental, chaotic uncertainties of capitalism. People are always going to take wild risks. New financial innovations will inevitably create new vulnerabilities, and black swan events are absolutely going to occur. The greatest benefit of this AI technology isn't giving some hedge fund the exact perfect timestamp to sell at the absolute market peak. No, it's giving regulators, banks, and everyday companies the crucial lead time to build systemic resilience, to reduce their leverage, to pump up their cash buffers, and essentially to survive a massive shock without panicking.
Which leaves us with one final, incredibly provocative question to ponder as we wrap up. What happens when markets begin reacting to the predictions of the machines watching them? You see, AI is no longer just an objective observer sitting outside the glass looking in. It's rapidly becoming an active, driving participant in the financial system itself. The winner of the future isn't going to be the algorithm that perfectly predicts the next crash, mostly because such an algorithm is likely impossible to build. The true winner will be the system that identifies fragility early and helps humans safely navigate the danger zone without causing the very panic they are desperately trying to escape. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. I really hope this changes how you look at the markets and the incredible silent machines quietly watching them every single second.